no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Poor man pikin, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, my people make you shout. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come man up.
Hello there.
Mayegun la wa mo la mo do. Mayegun diary, number one.
Thank you very much for joining me. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live.
Mayegun diary, number one. Glory Facebook, glory YouTube. Mayegun diary. Gbogbo ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú.
Thank you so much for joining me. Share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends and tell them that Mayegun today.
Mayegun diary, ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun diary political. Mayegun diary, Godfather.
President select. Kọlu the Jaga bandit, the Jaga addict, the Jaga wèrè. Aṣíwájú àwọn agbèrò, aṣíwájú àwọn olè. Now of recent, aṣíwájú àwọn onílùkúdì. He met with Wike today.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Raki. Mayegun ti dé.
Thank you so much for joining me. Share this broadcast. Tell them that Mayegun today. If you have the following people on your contacts, the Buhari Danes, the Buhari Didirins, the Buhari Dinotus, the Buhari Dijatus, the Buhari Shukus, the Ungoziaris, the Unekaharis, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, and the humbled slaves. Their uncles and aunties abroad, the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, Yendeba. Don't forget the Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, all the Cyberbarians, their clan entirely. It's going to be interesting.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Raki. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun Live. Yesterday, Wike of Rivers State that has been doing more than enough than those who have leaked the asses of Kolu at least for 2.5 decades. He's been overworking himself somehow, and somehow he's pushing himself back into the news for the comic relief and other jibes he broadcasted yesterday when after he met with Kolu in Abuja. And I think that was when he invited him to come and help him commission one of the bridges he's building in Rivers State. So he made the statewide broadcast yesterday and gave a Presidiot Select his first official assignment. But of course, it would never go without its usual drama. And that is what you are about to watch tonight. So what the Wike said was inviting APC, Egbekegbe's Presidiot elect or Presidiot select, as some of you would like to feel. And just before I go forward, okay, so that we can understand ourselves very well, all right? You probably, if this is your first time on Mayegun's Diary Politico, you are going to find some terminologies kind of discomforting, especially if you are the type that love to be politically correct. You don't like to call thieves thieves. You rather call them, corrupt people and all that, yeah? Anyway, on Mayegun's Diary Politico, all right, we are not friends with anything establishment in Nigeria, and we know them. So, on here, if you have very little sympathy, just no matter how tiny, and you don't even like them, but you have little sympathy for either people destroying people or APC, Al-Qaeda People's Congress, Egbekegbe, you are not going to find this platform interesting. So it's going to be a little bit awkward. Okay? And yes. So when you now see the obedience, not just them, there are many, 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 many groups that the failure of leadership in Nigeria has created. And these groups, if you call them one by one, they will tell you they have a stone to grind with Nigeria. And in their art of arts, they know they follow in the name of God, or let us pray, or let us unite. All those, we have names for them here. So the only way, and the reason why you see the obedient comfortable here is because, like many, many other groups in Nigeria who have kind of stood up against the terrorism of APC, Egbekegbe, yeah, they are welcome on Mayegun's Diary Politico. Anyone who genuinely up and doing, ready to crush and crash this evil establishment that serves no one but the interest of these little criminals that seems untouchable. So if you come to Mayegun's Diary Politico, the only fair hearing, the only fair presentation you can hear, you can listen to on this platform is the one that tells you whenever you see anything APC or the CMS doing, people destroying people, the ideal thing for you is to run, not embrace them. Now, if you have that at the back of your mind, then we can kind of get along. Yes, we don't have to agree on everything, okay? But if you want to disagree with anyone on Mayegun's Diary Politico, I kind of advise you, don't do that. Disagreeing with people here because of PDP, APC, Tinubu, Bokwari, Aregbemubu and Co. You are never going to win. So I advise you, if you don't subscribe, the rating is making you now take that subscription back. Here you get, it go really, really help. Don't waste your subscription on Mayegun's Diary Politico. Like this one is not like you are supporting them. All of you who are closet Buhari idiots, closet Lagos Abobakus, you don't like what they are doing. But there is some tiny things you like. So if anybody says something, that tiny thing will make you feel like, hey, but they are all the same now. Hey, but no, you will never win here. So you can take back your subscription, okay? Or else you are never going to be happy. You will see people laughing, commenting, laughing. You will be frowning. You will be like you are fighting someone. Because here, anything associated with APC, PDP, with their role in what Nigeria is today and what Nigeria is still going to become, our general prayer for people like you, who failed to leave. Instead of you to leave, you are staying back, trying to defend your oppressors. Our singular prayer for you is that it is in Yoruba. Sorry if you don't understand Yoruba. Inu abimoku okindun. The ideal thing is unfollow Mayegun, unsubscribe, and maintain your little happiness that you have created for yourself. If you stay back here, you can't win. You don't understand. There is no point you can make. You can never, ever, ever win on behalf of the criminal politicians in Nigeria. So do you understand that now? Are we clear now? So that you won't be saying that this guy is, you will be reporting me to YouTube and Facebook. This guy is contributing to my mental health. Every time he's always criticizing APC. He's always criticizing PDP. He will never say anything good about them. He's messing with my brain. YouTube, no. YouTube won't answer you. It's going to be by your choice. And I hope we are clear. Are we? Some names go, they sound somehow to you. Don't you have elder at home? I don't enter you. I get elders at home, but they don't be useless elders where they mortgage the future of the unborn generation, even without any remorse. Do you understand? I don't enter you. So we'll go River States. You know the role where the Wike played, and somehow like scripts, like something we didn't write. I came onto this platform to tell you as far back as October 2022, where the Wike don't sign deal. When they were doing all of their Paris, Turkey, and London meetings, when Atifku, Obi, and the Tinubu people were chasing, they were chasing with the Wike and the G5, all of them together. I said, Mokuna no trouble in herself. Is table this offer before Kolu, and Kolu said, "You have it." No, if you say, "This is what I want," if I deliver for you, sir, this is what I will get. Yeah, and then you expect them to be like, "No, I'm not sure of this one. No, I'm not sure of that one. No." Kolu the Tinubu team, they just told him, "Yes, you have it. Everything you want." Here you get. And it was as far back as October. But he developed cold feet. The usual, entertaining with the Wike. Suddenly, started fighting back. Did I tell you I'm going to tell you my candidate? Benny, say your candidate, nobody go beat you. Now Nigeria, love to be the crook upon crook. So the crooked or the one that is more crooked is going to actually come out as winner in all your war. Come out and say it. Nobody go beat you. Anyway, he didn't. So then, as the game went on, the rigging, the killings, and the rest of that, okay. It is now time for the payback time, because Kolu, na person will be saying if he promise you something, in go do A promise made is a promise kept. So Wike, for the first time, gave an official assignment to a supposed presidiot select to come and commission a project, and at the same time to use that opportunity to remind him of what how he be and the journey. Easy, but we have the power back in southern Nigeria now, and we know that stuff. So I'll let him speak, then I'll say my own. Then I'll let him speak again, then I'll say my own. Then I will now take you to what Kolu said in River State today. I think that's how we're going to go about it. There are other parts of this conversation as well, where they are now saying, you watched the Obi's video yesterday, Abi, where Peter Obi was talking about, the people, APC and the people in government using the instrument of office to attack him, to, you know what I mean? Somebody came out and said, will I say Obi don't go too far now? Even if you say the election get problem, if you know election has problem, the next thing you have to do is what? You have approached court. So first thing you have to do is to at least congratulate the person, the declared winner, while the court can then interpret what is wrong with the election. But because Obi has failed and continue to lead millions of Nigerians to see Tinubu as an illegitimate president, Now going on TV, saying it everywhere is like a threat to national security of Nigeria. You know, I told you they are doing a lot to get him arrested. They will find something. You know what I mean? But we'll get to that part. That's other part of this convo. The people who are running away from Sudanese war, Nigerians running away from Sudan, who have found themselves in Egyptian border. I'm sorry, the Egyptian border right now. There are many other developing stories. So the missing 27 buses, we don't find them, according to a video I'm going to share with you. You know, I told you they said they paid $1.2 million for 40 buses to convey the Nigerians that are, you know, to evacuate the Nigerians from Sudan to Egypt, where they now have the Nigerian Air Force or whatever to evacuate them to Nigeria. So many stories have happened in the last 2 weeks. And as you are watching this video, not even a single one of them has been lifted to Nigeria now. And if any of them has been lifted to Nigeria, it will be like as you are watching this video right now. Here you get, people wait be say, then they evacuate to China. Chinese, when they evacuate from Sudan, they don't reach China 2 days ago. The last batch reached China 2 days ago. So I'll share the story with you. It's a long one. So meanwhile, while they are still finding their way back to Nigeria, they have already had enemies in the camp of the APC. The Agbadomites. Story long gone, but we'll get to that too. But I think we should go to that Rivers first. And it was Wike who opened the floor of the convo. It's a long one. It may sound like rabble-rousing as usual. I think let's start from that. Here.
Your Excellency, the President-elect, let me, on behalf of the government and people of Rivers State, most sincerely thank you, appreciate you for honoring our invitation. I'm sure the people here, you can attest to the fact that they are happy seeing the Jagaban of Nigeria. Your Excellency, let me stand to say, on behalf of our people, congratulate you for emerging victorious in the last presidential election, which was held on 25th of February 2023. Of course, it's on record, you won Rivers State, but we won the National Assembly. So you take one, we take one. That's why we say, Your Excellency, Mr. President-elect, you have had feeling for the Commissioner of Works, young, vibrant young man who is a fellow of Society of Quantity Sobel. This is the 12th flyovers constructed from 2019, not from 2015. From 2015, because of the way the government then did not allow us to operate with the leader of your party here, we are not able to start on time. If we had had space for 2015, I'm sure we would have done over 20 flyovers. But from 2019 alone till today, we have done 12 flyovers. Have you done it so? Have you done it so? If it is, let us say, let it not be that we are just talking. Let me tell you the flyovers. One, Urban Pussy and Limbu flyover number 1. Urban flyover number 2. Urban flyover number 3. GRA flyover number 4. Urban Calabo flyover number 5. Rabisi flyover number 6. Obunaba flyover number what?
7.
Mbolu all the way to flyover number what?
8.
Ruba Picom flyover number what?
9.
Ruba Soro, Ruba Zama flyover number what?
10.
Mboba flyover number what?
11.
Ruba Kuta, Ruba Ona flyover number what? 1. What we call the names of these flyovers, whoever is anywhere, who invites it. If he says we didn't do this flyover I mentioned, let him challenge us that these flyovers we mentioned, you are not the one who did them. As we sit here today, this event is being covered by 4 major national television, PBC, NTA, AIT channel. So you must watch one. Wherever you are, you must watch one. See the secret.
As in the better, in the sweeter, the better, the better, as in the better, in the sweeter.
You know, that's what I'm saying. The day you came to campaign in Rivers State, you paid us a visit in Government House, Portharcourt. I'm happy. I know that Fayemi Kayode was there, Omahi was there, and some other people, they were there. I did say, I invited one of the presidential candidates to come and commission the Portharcourt flyover. I invited another presidential candidate to commission Rumoma flyover. But when you came, the campaign was almost over. You had about 3 more days to round up your campaign. But I said, I will invite you after the election to come and commission your own projects. To the glory of God, you are coming as the president-elect to commission this project. I know that some people may not be happy. Why should we be Rivers State that you are coming to visit first? Who knows? God knows how he does his own thing. God believes that this is the turn of Rivers State to see development for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And you agreed that you will come. I thank God today you have honored our invitation. You have fulfilled the promise you made to us that you are coming to commission this project. This project was awarded with 11 flyover the same day. In July was when it was awarded. In August, we had the flag off of the 2 flyovers. As I speak to you, the 2 flyovers have been completed within 8 months period. 8 months period. And I want to say clearly, General Vega is here. Are we owing you on these flyovers? Are we owing you? Last time I was telling the story. I found out that part of the problem why we're having so much.
I know it's boring, yeah. No, it's not that. I just wanted him to possibly list other things is done apart from the flyover and flyover 12 flyover. So he was asking, he was telling Kolu that if he's looking for a young, energetic person to be his minister of works, that's when he started talking about building flyovers. Flyover 1, 2, 12. He said more. But I want you to listen to the first part of Kolu's response too. I think it's here.
A basket of wine that didn't flow. But I'm with you. I am here to fulfill a promise. A promise made is a promise kept. Your Excellency, Governor Wike, and our dear First Lady, good afternoon. And it's a great honor for me to be here. And you could see.
Well, I think I'm making, I'm kind of letting you miss some other parts that usually, you know, gives you the idea of what Kalu was like in Rivers State before he started talking. So apologies for that. So what we're going to do is this. This afternoon, he touched down in Rivers State where he is expected to spend at least one night. So at the airport, let's go to the airport.
Come inside here.
Jagaba. Yeah, that was the reception at the Portharcourt airport. So then back to the venue. Good enough, I've shown you the first part of Wike's request. So before we go fully into Tinubu's response, did you observe something? Did you notice something? Like, yeah, very smart people, all of you now. The long sleeves, so as to cover the other short sleeve. You get them? So you won't have much to say. So everything else you're going to be seeing, or you're going to be hearing rather, it's just going to be like, okay, I saw, except the day, the usual bulaba and all that will come up. So they are going to, keep getting smarter and smarter. Somebody will be walking with, you see some people walking with bags behind him. You will think that they carry anything reasonable. No, I'm on a gas cylinder, oxygen cylinder. Anyway, they dressed him better this time. Okay, they padded him well. And in fact, yeah, it looks better. Yeah, it did look better. Yeah. Anyway, let's go to the second part of Wike's request before we then go fully into Kolu's response. Another part.
Projects ought to be federal government projects because they are federal roads. Federal roads. The room of Pussy is in East-West Road. The one of Rumaba is in Portharcourt Aba Road. The one in Rumana is in Portharcourt Aba Road. The one in GRA is in Portharcourt Aba Road. The one in Rumukabo, Portharcourt Aba Road. The one in Redisi, Portharcourt Aba Road. The one in Munaba, Portharcourt Aba Road. The one in Mbaba, the same thing. The one in Rumoko, East-West Road. Now, if we have said because they are federal government roads, and we will do it, who are those to suffer? Is it not we? Is it not reversible? So since we have said, look, we don't want our people to suffer. I also believe federal government should say, look, if you don't work for us, these are projects we should be doing. Can you bring your bill? Let us refund you the money you have done this road. That is what, listen, that is what it's supposed to be with a partnership with a good federal government. Yes, partnership. We don't have the money to do it now because of so much in our hands. State. We don't want the people to suffer. We don't want people to get angry with government. Can you help us and see how you can put this road in use? Yes, you can do that. Go ahead and do it. We will refund you. That is the way it's supposed to be. I can assure you, as you enter office and you approve to pay this money back, other states will have the courage to also do the same thing. It's not a laughing matter. I'm not asking what we are not entitled. Right? Look, federal government should say, you are a true son of this government. You have removed shame from us. You have made people not abuse us. People here would have been abusing. Where is the federal government? They would have been abusing. They would have not have voted for you. But because you came and said, look, let's cover you so that people will not abuse you. And having covered you, I thought you should say, let me pay you back. Is it not true? Not so. I'm sure my younger brother Sheri Makinde, who has been re-elected, will also copy from there. And now that he has hope, they will pay back when you do. He will continue what he's doing now, and they will pay him back. Sir, that is one good thing. My successor, the day as he's entering office in May 29, the letter has been prepared for him. He will sign that day and forward to you, since you are also being sworn in on May 29. So that is the first request we are making. I'm not that. You know, sir, I'm not that. I'm not that. We are not going to talk politics here today. What we came for is commissioning of projects. We have the same banquet. Maybe, I will get you. Yes, you don't understand this one. But if you ask where you carried it, he will tell you because he was very much here in 2015, 2013, 2014. So he will tell you what I said that I will take you. And back out. So, I thank you so much. And like I said, sir, I'm happy that my people are happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Your Excellency, I am proud. I'm going home fulfilled. I'm proud that my wife is proud that I did not disappoint her. I'm proud because my leader, our mentor, the man who God used to bless all of us who are towering politicians today, South of Peter, I'm sure he's happy that his son did not embarrass him. I'm sure all our political leaders who are here.
I know a lot of you are currently feeling bored because just listening to him is no longer funny. Abi? Now I want you to don't always think everything should be funny. Okay? Sometimes there are other things you pick from. It may just be his body language. You could tell. The reality is downing on him. Tinubu is his last card. And according to him, he delivered. So he should be protected. In the next 3 weeks, he will no longer have all of the, all of that immunity coverage anymore. It will become vulnerable. The power will shift. They say power is transcend. I mean, what's the color? Transient. It's moving. Yeah. So the reality is downing. Somebody like him and his likes, the politicians in it, they would like to be part of the big players, still protected, and they can keep their loot as well. Like overdoing it. He betrayed his own political party because his own political party betrayed him. And at the end of the day, betrayer versus betrayer. And he's now this is the last card. He played this second to the last card when he was pumping the River State money into Sokoto's government purse to save his friend, Tambua, from declaring bankruptcy. That Sokoto State is bankrupt. They can't pay salary, they can't pay contractors, they can't pay anybody. Even politicians, political office holders, they are now being held. It was with Wike who kept sending money because he believed that with Tambua, the north and northwest, they will be on his side, and he will keep the old south and southeast and Yoruba land with his friend Seyi Makinde, but it didn't work out. So Tambua, according to, betrayed him. So that particular ticket cuts. Wike won't be anything. He won't be vice president as well. Keneri Dino came out and said, on the day they expected Atiku to announce his deputy, where Wike called him 19 times in just 6 minutes. Missed calls from Wike, hoping that Atiku will announce him. When that one didn't announce him, then he came out and he said, me vice president. Then the last card, at first he pretended as if to say, you remember this. Where's that my clip? You remember where Wike was like this?
When I hear people declaring for APC, saying that they want to continue the good job of Mr. President, the good job of people dying every day, the good job of Naira falling every day, I feel so ashamed that we have gotten to the level where sacrificing, people will come and say, look, I want to continue the good job of Buhari. What is the good job of Buhari? Of hunger is a good job. Of poverty is a good job. Of insecurity is a good job. Of the economy falling is a good job. It's such a shameful thing. I can't believe that somebody will come out in today's Nigeria and say, I want to continue where Mr. Buhari has stopped. May God forgive. May God never allow that people to continue to. When I hear people declaring for APC, saying that they want to continue the good.
That was one of those statements, interview and ranting of Wike that attracted him to the obedient. You know, the obedient were like, Omo, Wike is a very good this thing. Oh. Since Atifku and with a Wike G5, since they are not likely going to ever work together, that's cross Atifku out of the play. Then Wike started talking about APC. APC this, APC that. So people decided to just put one cross like that, like waiting to put the second one like that of Atifku. When Wike started acting funny, words like this made people think, nah, Wike will pull his weight and he will work for Obi. He even invited Obi to come and commission bridge in the same river states. And it was huge. At that moment, Wike thought the people came out because of him. Or maybe he found out that they came out because of Obi. Somehow, the election in River State, presidential election in River State was to war. Electoral officers were kidnapped. Imagine you working as electoral officers. And then the state government, you are not working for them, you're working for federal government electoral body. And then boom, they rounded you up. All their thugs from all local government areas, polling unit, everybody. Collect money or collect beating. Which one do you choose? Some of them decided to collect money so that they can avoid their beating. Those ones who ran away with result, they declared them wanted. It was like 3 days hunting. When Wike got his result, finally, they declared his own written results. Sure you get. So the obedience listening to Wike few months back, saying something like this felt like never. I know Wike very well. Some people were like, I know Wike will APC.
Defect or come out from PDP.
Come on, go where?
Things will change. We don't say it happen.
I get malaria. My cancer defined. Why they talk like that? I get malaria. Where they easy to treat. Now one man got cancer, why I go die immediately? Which party? APC. I'm not going to talk like that. Party we don't kill Nigeria. Where we go now? Every fight one they fight my PDP, I will fight them there. If they win me, they win me. If I win them, I win them there. I think they run my body there. Me and no son do not fit win me. I will not there. Will fight them there. But to leave PDP, we get malaria. Go APC, we get cancer. Come. And the state of the cancer, whether for APC, now the fourth stage, where they say, doctor they talk say, it's the hard. If I want they say, now first stage, make it call God, say, okay, it don't happen.
Defect.
It don't do. I don't die. Anyway, this is me. I kind of love to flash you back so that the event of today will not kind of continue to impress you and be like, yes, it's politics. It's not politics. See, that's the problem. That's the mistake some of you are making. This is not politics. It is pure business. The business that is not in your own interest, but theirs. You are losing. Check the numbers, check the figures. Check the children out of school. Those are children that could be in school in a system that actually care for them, but nobody does, nobody cares. Some of you are graduates today. What is the state of your current life? It's not politics. So now your future, now your life. They are using to play gamble, and you can dance, laugh. And go to bed and go back to your misery, unfortunately. So bridges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They were supposed to be built by the federal government. Waiting Buhari can't build for River State in 8 years. Waiting, then build for, okay. Kolu has answer. And straight to it. Let's go back to Kolu's answer. It's a long one. See, don't think it's too boring. Just listen and relax. And like the broadcast, by the way. Have you liked this broadcast? Have you? Have you? No, don't like it again if you have already done that, okay? But if you haven't, please take a moment. Call Lose Response in Rivers State today.
A basket of wine that didn't flow. But I'm with you. I am here to fulfill a promise. A promise made is a promise kept. Your Excellency, Governor Wike, and our dear First Lady, good afternoon. And it's a great honor for me to be here. And to see happiness radiating in the air around Portharcourt and Rivers State. We have so many things in common. That is the politics of our country. But today is no longer a day for campaign. Like you said, the campaign is over. Let's govern. And it's about governance. The House of Representatives Speaker, Honorable Femi Gbagbabiamila, Your Excellency, Governors of Jigawa, Oyo, Kwara, Imo, Ebonyi, and my dear brother, friend, colleague, and the government house, a man of great integrity and very honorable indeed, a developer of human beings character. Dr. Peter Odili, you have my respect. You are my friend. And thank you for everything. Former governors of Rivers, APC, Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, all that. Yes. Please forgive me for speaking. The newly elected governor of Rivers State, I am indeed very happy to meet you. Even though Wike mentioned the big one and they did. but I'm not going to respond right now. I salute Chief B.C. Akande on my entourage and our Chancellor of the Gory James Ibori. Honorable Ministers present, members of the Executive of Rivers, and newly elected House of Rep members and the senators of Rivers State that will be collaborating with me in Abuja. You have special mention. Take a road that Wike never taken. If you talk of character, you can very well say, Your Excellency, Governor Wike. A basket of wine that
I know it's boring, isn't it? Huh? I know. But we're going to have to listen to this second part. The one where he's not talking about Ogidigbori and the other criminals he was acknowledging. Now, when he's talking freely, well, maybe not so freely. So we need to listen to that part before we go to the next one. Okay? So, sorry.
You can very well say, Your Excellency, Governor Wike, you are very dependable. It is an honor and privilege to be in your midst today. I am a very happy man. Happy because I went through a gruesome campaign, fought hard, did myself, supported by many of you, and I won. Fair and square. Ism, I say thank you for your contribution to my victory. I couldn't have done it without some structural support, as not describable in a flyover. In His Excellency, I see a man of principle. He took a principled stand that the presidency must return to South. And he has the courage to stand by his conviction, not minding whose ox is wrong. He is indeed a man of great integrity. He did not choose to serve his own interest, not about him. Rather, the interest of the nation. He promoted unity. You promoted fairness. You championed justice. Thank you. There was so much gossip and speculation. But you stood your ground. I find the construction of this flyover and my invitation